Hi. Hey.
What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
What's up, everybody? Hey, how are you today on this good Wednesday? It's your girl, Miss Connie. I am back for another episode of Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth, where I keep it all the way real. What's up, Terrell? What's up, Twin? I see my people on the gram. I see my people on Facebook. Make sure if you are watching me right now, please copy, paste, share, follow. I'm getting ready to get into it. There's someone who needs to hear the conversation who did not know that I was here in this moment. So you know what you need to tell them it is. It is Wake Up Wednesday. Okay, 2025 ain't no Wake Up Wednesday. It's Wake Up Wednesday. Because I'm going to need for y'all to stay woke. Okay, good morning. That's what I'm going to start saying. If you see me saying good morning, that means wake up. Please. Wake up. Okay? Wake up. It is time to have the real conversation about soul ties. Yes, we're going to run it back. We started this conversation last week, starting the new year. We always start with these like, oh, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do this. I'm going to end that. I'm going to start this. You know what? All I'm here to talk about is the levels of intimacy in this, okay? So every week, every Wednesday at 5 p.m., every week, every Wednesday at 5, oh snap, hold on. Every week, let me get my mic. Oh man, I'm all off today. Sorry, y'all. Let me get it together up in here. Okay, Connie, wake up, please. Wake up Wednesday. All right, I'm ready. Can you hear me? Heart me if you can hear me. Once again, it's your girl, Miss Connie. It is that 5 o'clock hour. It is time for the Naked Truth, Levels of Intimacy. We're going to get into it this week. We are going to talk about how we can be the better selves. I did a reel on TikTok. What if you just woke up every day and was like, how can I be better? You know what I'm saying? When you get on that mindset, you have to run it back and try to remember why we like what we are when we are what we are. So, as I said earlier, in case you didn't hear me because I didn't have my mic up to my face, but I do now. Copy, share, and paste this to someone. Please make sure you share it on your feed. I really want this message to get out. I'm really not just rambling off here in 2025. I have realized that I do have a voice. So I need to be, what is my word of the year? Intentional about the information and the education. So let's get into it, y'all. You know, everything I talk about is always going to be about the miseducation of the vagina, about being a woman, about being authentically in your power. So ladies, let's get in here because y'all think y'all clinically depressed, got anxiety and bipolar, but guess what, girl? You are so tied to the first and the last. And if you don't hurry up and get a yoni steam, maybe to the next. Let's get in here and talk about it. Womb health. Today's hour will be dedicated to Don Tortacos pineapple juice mixed with good Crown Royal. So, queens, get your crowns and let's talk about it. I am there. Okay. So, like I said, last week we talked about soul ties, sexual intimacy, how that comes into play. But there are different type of soul ties. Yes, there is the penetration aspect of it when we start in this form of ritualistic sex and love making. But guess what? Some of these things happen verbally. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she's like in her 30s, and she said, oh my goodness, I ran into my friend from like when I was 7 years old, and we used to really be in love with each other, and we grew up. And when we went off to college, they were this was her first, and she said once they graduated, they had been together so long that they decided to separate after college. Like, hey, live your life, go live your dreams, like let's explore. And if it doesn't work out, that either one of us have a child or a husband or a wife, we're going to come together and we're going to create a family. And they stuck to that unintentionally. And guess what? Here they are 30 plus years later. Neither one of them have a marriage. Neither one of them has had children inside or outside of a relationship. And here we go, not seeing each other in years, not knowing who we are, but even contemplating allowing, conception between the two. That is a soul tie. I said, girl, that's a soul tie. Like, do you realize like how you may have even stunted your growth by even putting this out in the universe? Like, hey, you've already tied yourself, connected yourself mentally with someone, and then we always know too that the soul tie has a spiritual aspect as well. So I just thought that was interesting. Like, as I did the research on this word, soul ties, words, and understood like this is a real conversation. This is a very controversial conversation, actually, if you do a little bit of research on it. But I think that right now, with all of the social media, with all of the memes, the quotes, the posts, the algorithms, if you are seeing more than a few quotes about girl, get it together, heal, you can do it, that is sending messages to you. Like this is really based on what your mindset is, what you're looking at, because that's how in the digital world, this is all working out. But guess what? What if we had somewhat of a holistic solution to healing? All I can tell you is my processes, how I do what I do, the conversations I have, and the causes and effects. So let's just get down to the naked truth. The naked truth is, like I said, this show is about being intimate. This show is about my truths. So I'm always here to speak about myself and how being transparent and healing and growing, like it was just funny. Literally seconds ago, I heard a comment and someone was like, I don't have to prepare. I'm just, I could just do it. And I was in that mindset like, wow, because you're always going to get these constant reminders of like how things should go and where you coming and where you going. But once you intentionally, set yourself to be focused on something, normally that's how it goes. So I'm real about this whole naked truth thing. So as I've gone through my episodes and I have revealed, different things about myself, about my conception, about my domestic violence, there are ears. Put your ears to the streets because, okay, here I go. I'm not about to start rapping, y'all. But I had a call. No, actually, let me start from the beginning. I got a text, okay? And I told him that, I was going to speak about this today, so it's not like I'm sharing information that I didn't get, the okay, the thumbs up to share it. But I got a text message in my instant messenger last night, and it was crazy because this is how it read. It says, have I ever told you how great a mom and grandmother you are? I appreciate you more than words can describe, and I am very sorry for the hurt and pain I inflicted on you, and for that, I am really sorry. Now, this is a relationship that I had 36 years ago. This is actually my son's father. So apparently, well, not apparently, but he had been watching the show. So he's watching me and he's listening to me, and he's, like just going back on our childhood. Because when I met him, I was 15 years old. We were in Gary, Indiana. It was just crazy. That's just a crazy place to live. It was his mom had passed away. His father worked all day. His brother was in a steel mill, and his sister was kind of young too, but she was like the woman of the house. So she was taking care of everything and everybody. And he and I met through a friend, a girl I had befriended in Gary, which was my mom's friend. And she had a boyfriend, and she introduced me to him. So this was, I think I said last year in the show, be careful how you send your kids off places to go play with people. Go play with Sheila and them kids, because you don't know where Sheila and them kids going. So pay attention to that, because my mama sent me off with Sheila kids. Okay. And Sheila kids took me to make my own kids. No responsibility going out to you, Lucretia, because I know y'all on the show, because I am still connected with all my tribes. But Lucretia, if you hadn't took me over there to see J-Mo, and I seen you on here too, J-Mo, 37 years ago, I would not have the most beautiful, precious child that I could have ever birthed in my life. So going back to the text message, when he sent it, it was like, what? Because we talk, because this is my child's father, but we don't correspond like that on a regular. So when I saw the message, I was like, wow, okay, that was pretty random. So in my response, I said to him, I love this and I love you. We were young and reckless. I don't have any regrets, just life lessons. I would love to have you on my show. This would be great. Are you down for it? Let's talk about it. And from there, we went off into a conversation. And we always talk, here and there about the children or the grandchildren, and he was just like, I think I broke a soul tie. I think I broke a soul tie, because he said he had a dream about me last week. And I said, of course you did, because we're soul tied, Not only did we have a son together, but we did have love. It was a love and war type relationship, but we still did have a level of love for each other. And he just was like, I'm just so sorry. He was so apologetic. And I'm like, Brian, it's so crazy, because, and when I speak of you, it's never in a negative tone. It's more so because I say a lot of the trauma that I went through in my life was a repeated behavior, just how I grew up. So for him to take some of that on and understand that he was a part of the problem, and then come and not only pour into me, but definitely show a level of emotional support. And it was a release, just like for both of us. It was crazy, because after that, we had a deeper conversation, and I was asking him how come he didn't see, I was asking him about the show, and I was like, well, you want to come on camera? And he was like, I this and I that. And I said, okay, well, that's the Brian I know, because that's what you do. You make 1,000 excuses when you really should just tell the truth and just say no. He said, well, but I don't want to say no, but I'm scared. I said, that's it. The fear, kill the fear, because I'm not out here to attack you. I said, I don't have, that's what he has to work through, those things in his mind, because he does know what incurred. And it was a lot, especially for a young girl. And, he has to heal. But I think I literally helped him along in the processes, because I told him I didn't hold any weight on him. At this point, it's just really all about our children. And I do appreciate that. But I have already broken our soul ties and healed my wound through my processes of what worked for me. Everything doesn't work for you. You know what I'm saying? And I always say too, like, I promote these things about vaginal education, about how to heal yourself, about how to love on yourself. And I hope you can look at me and tell it's working, because I'm starting to see things that are making sense. I just need you to look like what it is that you're doing. You know, if you are here to be my stylist, please look stylish. If you are here to do makeup, please understand makeup. If you are here to heal, please listen to the problem and let, you know, I don't know. I'm not even about to go there, Jesus, because see, I'm not even about to go there. I'm just saying, but listen, 37 years ago, I soul tied with a man I had a child with. And I think literally we have been in some type of situation and held some type of bond. And we have both had unsuccessful relationships from that moment. You know, is that why? Because I think the conversation that we had last night definitely is going to help him and allow him to be a little bit more free of himself and take a little bit of weight off of him so he can grow. So he, you know, it can understand that after you hit somebody in the head with a damn gun and they forgive you, you can be okay with it. Okay, ninja? I'm trying not to cuss. I may have been triggered. Why your eyes get big like that? I'm just saying, we're going to tell the naked truth. So, of course, he battling with a few things, because some things is just, you know, my mama going to be in here like, what? I know that nigga hit. Okay. But, yeah, been there, done that, and here we are healed. But, yeah, so I just want to let everybody know. And I think, too, just to stay on topic with that fear he had of me being aggressively angry with him affected how he's loved on his son, because he wants to love on his son through me, you know? So it's like whatever he had emotionally, you know, I don't know, disturbance with himself for the things he did with me. I think he thought I really shared all these things with my son and was one of these type of mothers like, yo, daddy, da 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 da. I never have been that. I've never been that person, because I've always been accountable. This is the person you chose, okay, to create these children with. We're going to love on these children. We're going to show up for them. And I think that amongst an imperfect world, dealing with imperfect humans and imperfect parents, I think I've done pretty well. So shout out to Stefan and Dante. Those are my sons. And your mama love you, you know. We did the best we could. And that's just the reality. So, and as I just look, hopefully he'll create a better relationship with his child because of just understanding how healing works. And this is how you start to help people, because I wasn't calling him like, you did this to me. You did. I never done that, you know, but everyone isn't allotted a platform where somebody can go and click and watch them on YouTube and listen and pause and think and come back and go to Facebook and see a person every single day that you tried to break. But then you see like, this bitch unbreakable. That's power. But yeah, but let's talk about current day soul ties. So just to keep it cute and light and funny, this is a funny moment right now. Soul ties. So everyone pretty much knows I'm kind of like celibate out here. They say, Connie, we out here talking all this mess and you ain't doing nothing. No, I'm not. But guess what? I think I done ran into a little something. Connie done tried to ran into a little traffic. Okay. But because I'm in my authentic feminine power, I have to move very cautiously, almost like a black widow spider. How the legs go. Not even like kitten cat, like almost like a spider, both legs. Because I am so authentically curious about the situation, but I am so woke to the nonsense that could be happening. So I digress, and then I sit back and I'm reminded of why I am aware, because that's what I have become aware. I was in a conversation today with someone and she said, Connie, how do I help my friend who's coming out of a bad relationship? And it's been almost 2 generations and they're gone with another woman now. And it's like, okay, were we going together? Were we divorced? Because we do have these long common law relationships. So they were together and now this person is gone. And this person is gone and this person is happy, moved on along in their relationship with the new person. So she said, well, how do I help a person like that? So this is why, if you haven't already, I want you to stop, click, post, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. But I'm going to take 2 sips right now for you to forward this to your friend. So it won't look like you saying it. It's going to look like I'm saying it. Okay. So we all got that friend. I mean, male, female, that is out here and they are lost and they need to have a conversation with somebody. Listen, I got words for them. Also, I meant to say the number 702-551-5261. If you want to call in and leave a comment, say something, provide some level of information, encouragement, or vent, So I definitely want to start doing that more so on the show and encouraging you guys to call in and speak and say what you want to say. Because when I leave out of here, y'all literally have me on the phone till like 9:00 at night. So call here and say what you got to say while I'm at work, because I'm planning on having a little bit of fun when I leave out of here. So therapy is over, okay, at the end of this doggone show. But hey, girl, did you copy share? Okay, she know I'm here. Okay, hey, girl, how you doing? Yeah, my name is Connie. I have this show called Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth, where I really talk about just things that relate to us in love, life, and relationship. And I don't know you, but I know you or someone that you do know has probably been in potentially some type of unhealthy relationship, and it has taken a toll on them. But what I would like for you to tell her, if that's you, the person in the mirror, your friend you need to communicate to, that every day you go to bed and you wake up by yourself. I don't care who's next to you, front of you. You literally wake up yourself, and then you have to engage in other people. But before you can engage, you have to be in one's self. So at the moment that you feel that you are possibly somewhere where you think someone else cares more than you, and you put yourself in a box and you become emotionally neglected to yourself and abusive to yourself because someone else isn't interested in you, you're going to have to count it out, huh? I don't know. Don't go on too many vices. Don't do anything that's too crazy, but definitely tap out as anyone that you're loving on and they're not loving on you, because that's toxic. So we definitely want to make sure we tap into what's called our chakras, maybe our sacral and our solar plexus, where we'll, find something to do with your time. Be a little bit more creative. Remember who you were before then, before the loss of this quote unquote love. Or definitely find a circle that's healthy. Find healthy people, have healthy conversations, spend some time, do some spying, do some clearing out, doing some decluttering. But please, let's not be crying and whining over people that have expressed, showed you physically, mentally, and emotionally that they are not there for you. They do not care about you. They really would like to move on. We have to stop wasting time sitting in these unhealthy mindsets, because that's all in your mind. If that person is gone and seen with other people, you guys are not, unless you have a clear poly type situation here. I think you should just learn how to remove yourself from these type of situations so that you could be more effective for maybe children, maybe in your workplace, but definitely in your own mind and in your own life, because before you know it, you'll be an old lady. And the worst thing to be is a stressed out old lady. So I'm telling you, find yourself right now, because it's getting hard out here for a sister, okay? Especially if you got a few years attached to you. So definitely make sure you get your throat chakras. Understand what chakras are. I don't have time to tell you the whole drip of what chakras are. We talked about it early on in other shows. But do a little bit of investigative work. Like I said, if you are coming out of a toxic relationship, want some level of steaming, guess what? If you are here in Las Vegas, you can check out Inspired Yoni, Yashan. She provides all different type of herbs and all different type of information to help you heal holistically, to open up those womb, the scar tissue, and just let some air up through there so you can get a clear channel of what's going on between your mind and your sacral, your reproductive organs, okay? Because once again, here we are. This is how these soul ties are created. And it becomes a bit heavy, guys. So, yeah. In the meantime, in between time, just to take a break from that conversation, if you are interested in any level of nonsense with me and your girl, it's wedding season, it's bachelorette season. I'm still out here throwing these good bedroom candy parties. Make sure that you check me out at www.bedroomcandy.com/11002 if you are looking to have a fun party, a vagication party, a yoni steam party for your girls. We are here for you. No, I am not the yoni steamer. I am just a facilitator. I am certified and educated. I know what to do and how to do it. I just don't really have all that time to get it done. So that's why Yashan is going to be the one that handles all of that for you. If you are just not even understanding where to start at, sometimes it has to start there. We have to take these desires of the flesh away from us until we learn how to use these tools, okay? And definitely, if you're in this crazy toxic relationship, here comes Saint Murder Day, okay? What you guys call Valentine's? Like, let's do a little bit of research on some of the stuff that we out here celebrating, because we could be initiating some nonsense. But I'm not trying to kill nobody vibes, because we all like a heart and we all like a few gifts. So, hey, get you a Valentine, but make sure it's just a healthy one. And please don't just be out here stirring up no nonsense because you want a teddy bear and some roses and some chocolate. Please be mindful. These are things that you could purchase yourself. And don't get sold for $19.99 at Walmart. Don't sell your soul. Maybe $42.99, because I think teddy bear is like $19.99, roses, depending on where they picking them up from, because they selling them on the street now. You get a nice bed, a nice little fresh roses off the corner, but definitely have some worth to yourself, and just be careful out here. So now I kind of want to speak to the healers too, because when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with healing work, when you're dealing with soul ties, you got to be careful of people who are in their journey and processes that you talk to, because it's literally like breathing bad air. And if you don't release bad air, then unfortunately, it'll affect you. It'll affect your lungs. It'll affect your breathing. It'll affect your eyesight. It'll affect your head. So as what I call myself to be a healer, because people keep calling me, asking me for information and directions. And so I don't have a PhD, but I'm tell you something. I got some sense. Okay. And my perspective, my keyword, is that when you're dealing with people, sometimes I've learned to listen, because I've been getting all these little warnings and these little videos and people talking mess about me, saying I'm mean and I'm this, but I'm like a little bit further down the line, so I don't have a lot of time. So sometimes my delivery can be a little bit raw. So like I did a live yesterday with Angela, and I did a live yesterday with Vita, PPD, postpartum depression. She's out of Miami. And we had a really, really good conversation about just like these words for the year. Mine was intentions, hers was independence. And she was just saying, as a woman from where she came from, she was taught, get the man, secure the bag, and live happily ever after. She is having a conflict, or that's her conversation. So her and I'm going to have her on the show. So Vanessa, if you are watching, 702-551-5261, but she is in Miami, and I know she has a lot of stuff going on, so I'm not even sure if she was able to tune in right now, but I'll just let her tell that problem. But she has an organization, and she also talks to women, and she focuses on that postpartum depression of being that young, vibrant woman and getting married and having children and having these dreams and ambitions and, you know, these visions of what life with children and a family would look like. And then sometimes there's a distortion to that. And so you have to get your mind together, because we are the foundation of these homes. And then we need these men to come in as the contractors. And sometimes you want him to be able to fix everything, but sometimes he doesn't know how to do plumbing, honey. He can only do roof work. Okay. So we set ourselves up for these things, and then boom, we get into our head and have all these conversations. But then we figure them out, and we create avenues for other women to come and talk. But as healers, you have to be careful, because sometimes you let people in and they're not quite where you're at. So it's like, do we keep going backwards, or do we send them to somebody else? Like healers, what levels are we on? Are you dealing with people in trauma? Are you dealing with people in transition? Are you dealing with people with potential, or are you dealing with people that have patterns? So I think at some point we have to be mindful of the delivery, definitely, even if it's even time for us to be in the midst of that person, because everybody isn't ready for me. And I said that yesterday, like the hashtag no apologies. I don't have time, because normally if I tell you something, like I said, just being an empath, it's a message maybe from your ancestors or something. I don't know you, but sometimes I'm very passionate and opinionated for no reason. And all I could say is maybe it's an ancestor trying to communicate to me, because I don't know. I love and I want everybody to keep it moving, but sometimes it just come back on a negative effect on me. So like I said on here, I'm definitely here to help, but I'm in my healing journey myself. So you could be at a 4 and I could be at a 6. So, you know, healers, just be careful, be conscious, be woke, you know, good morning, stay awake and understand and learn how to release some of this stuff, because these people come and talk to us and have all these different conversations. I'm touching people's heads, you know, I'm in people's ear, and then now here I am trying to say some lube. So, hey, cousin, no, it's my cousin on there. So that would be a good thing for you to call in too, Chris, 702-551-5261. Just speaking about earlier, soul ties and just understanding how these bonds are created in marriage, through intimacy, through childhood, even with our children. You know, there are healthy aspects to soul ties, but there are definitely negative effects as well. You know, like we hear terms like mama's boy, or, you know, and sometimes these, you know, young men are tied to their moms, but, you know, to a degree, I don't know, that's right there. That's a touchy subject for me. So I'm not going to even tap into that one right there. What's up, author Nadine, Jasmine? Thank you, girls and guys, for tapping in. Also here on my Instagram as well. But yeah, like I said, let's just be conscious. Let's just be woke. This is 2025. Let's pray, okay, over our food. Please, Lord Jesus, off the topic, let's just lighten it up a bit. We need to be praying over all our food. We need to be praying for breathing every day. Because there's a lot going on outside. We're going to definitely pray for everybody over there in California, because that's crazy. Okay, so if you got anything or anybody, there's a lot of donations going on. There's a lot of donations and things going on. Make sure you're reaching out because everybody don't need money. Some of these people need shoes. I talked to my friend the other day. His friend literally had to run out the house with his clothes on. He doesn't have shoes. He doesn't have clothes. He doesn't have anything. Literally, like, imagine living in a 9,000 square foot home and living your life and having everything at your disposal, and then in 15 minutes, just not even understanding where your neighborhood was even at because it's literally like burned down to ashes. So what's going on in California is so real, guys. And shout out to anybody who is homing any of these people coming here in Vegas because the freeway has been crazy, the 15. So we see the traffic coming into town. And just have some grace, Lord. Please, Jesus, pray over the people that live in Vegas who may have to house. I'm praying. I'm praying, Carice. Lord Jesus, please pray over the family and friends who live here in Vegas who may have to house people from other places because of things going on in their life. I pray patience upon you, okay? And more toilet paper you can afford and juice. And let me tell you something. It can get real out here because we so tied to our folk and our kinfolk and our cousin. And that's that. And I had a few losses too. It's just been a lot. It's like, what is this? The 15th day of the year? This the 2 weeks in a day. This has been crazy. Between the aliens, the fires, the death, it's been crazy. And car. So, like, pay attention to yourself, y'all. Make sure I posted earlier in the week a picture of myself as a child. Make sure you looking at yourself as a child. Go back and have a conversation with that little girl, that little boy. What was going on with them? What did they want to be? What did they want to do? What would you tell them right now? That's a soul tie. Let's start with our individual selves. Because when I looked at that picture the other day, I was in the midst of doing something else and I just happened to look at the picture and I was just like, why aren't you smiling? You know, like everybody knows me from smiling on pictures. I'm always have teeth, but I didn't have my teeth showing on this picture. And I thought about like, when did I take this picture? And I was like, nah, this was trauma. You know, like it almost was a flashback. Like I just remembered like my mother just being in a level of nonsense. And it was like, go to school. She had all these instructions for me. Like I was already going through everything at home. She was in survival mode. And then she would be going to school like, don't let nobody touch you. Don't talk to strangers. Walk straight. It was like a lot on a little girl's mind. I was like, don't get your shoes dirty. You better not come back here. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus, this lady. And she happened to be the crossing guard. Oh, my God. Samantha, girl, I love you to death, though. I love my mama. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had a moment right there. I just had to laugh. But, yeah, just tapping into that little girl. And I always remember, like, who was I then? Like, what did I want to be? And I always wanted to be this business person with all these things. Like, what was the dreams and ambitions? And I could say 48 years later, okay, I have always been about the business. I have always ran my business. I said this to a friend the other day, and I don't have a problem with anybody else who did. It's just not what I've done. I've never flipped a burger. I've never stood on a corner. You know, I've been blessed and highly favored. Now, have I been in some nonsense? Yes, I have. But, yeah, I'm just authentically still kind of just living my life out. Like, get that bucket list, guys. Have that conversation with yourself. Where you want to go, what you want to do. This year, I'm telling you, y'all seen me work myself to death in that event space. Come here, y'all like, Connie, you got 1,000 jobs. You don't know what Connie is doing. What you do know, Connie is moving in what she is learning. But Connie is getting plenty of sleep and eat food. As you can see, as these cheeks get bigger week by week on this damn TV show, on this camera. But yeah, this year, guys, a few of you know, a few of you don't know, but here come the girls' trip. No, for be a lot of children. What'd you say? No, for real. Be a lot of. I couldn't see that, Tasha. What's up, Tasha? No, the words was in the way because it's captions too. So yeah, just we traveling. We got all kind of travel agents on here. Tasha Keys, the Love Doctor, she does group travel, but I do power trips, so I just, nothing for me be a lot of children mental. Yeah. No, for real, it'd be a lot on children. Yeah. It's always a mental thing. It's a mindset. So, yeah, you got to take vacations. You got to get these kids out. We got to enjoy the air. There's nobody in Vegas that should be vitamin D deficient, but everybody is. Everybody moved to Vegas so they could be outside, and then nobody goes outside. The only time we outside is Martin Luther King parade, or we got friends in town, and we ain't even coming outside until it's nighttime. But it's just trying to enjoy life, guys. It's getting short. If you know anything about the Bible, I'm telling you, you can believe what you want to believe, but it's looking a lot like Revelations to me, baby. Okay? It's looking a lot like Revelations around here. So stay woke on your energy. Make sure if you're feeding your body and healthy and being nutrition, be cognizant of the people that we are sharing our spaces with, be sharing our bodies with, because if we are coming out as a holistic energy, then who's the plug? Okay, or you getting plugged. But definitely, please make sure that you understand that it doesn't matter how much healing you do if you sleeping with the enemy. Okay? That's what the show, we said that last week. Are you sleeping with the enemy or are you sleeping on the enemy? Be careful who you soul tying. Understand who you giving your body to. Understand what's happening when we in the midst of sex. I will be dropping these reels. I was very intentional about the content of this subject matter. So, because it's so deep, and I said this year, these topics will be I won't just fly through and have one topic. I'm going to talk about the topics in detail on different levels. So like I said, this is the second week of talking about soul ties. Next month, Valentine's Day, we're going to run it back because guess what, guys? That's my 1-year anniversary. So we getting ready to bring back the girls. That very first show with Cordy Coward, Tasha Keys, and I don't think E gonna let us have nobody else in here. So I think we only can have 2 people. How many people can I have? What's my max? I don't know if I'm getting 2 in the middle finger. Middle finger 1. So definitely we're going to have Tasha Keys back in here, Love Doctor, Cordy Coward in here, and we can ready to talk about this Valentine, this February love. We're going to, how healthy is your heart? Okay, back to that. Episode 2 is the annual conversation, and some things and change for some of us out here. We can ready next month. We're going to be talking about poly versus monogamy. Okay, because we got some people that was on here talking big, and now, you know what I'm saying, we done put them in the box. So let's see how we out here moving with this, because once you understand the power of the... I'm so good. I didn't say one bad word on this show. But yeah, once we tap it into the power, so definitely stay woke for those conversations. We're going to be talking about endometriosis following in the month from there. We have a lot of women's health issues and problems. We know there's an issue with the healthcare. So here at Hot 702.5 FM, Carice has lined up so many Capricorns, okay, because she loves us, and we are always here to give out the education. So between myself, the Love Doctor, Uterus Bar, listen, we got you from the Ruta to the Tuda. Okay, because once you get that yoni steam, once you get that what is that? The fibroids handle with the with Artesia and the Uterus Bar. And then once you come, let me snatch your hair a little bit and throw your little bedroom candy party. Girl, step your cat up. Okay? Bruh, step your game up. because I'm not only talking to the women, I'm talking to the men too. Okay? And just be careful what you ask for out here, because what you speak, you shall get. Beware of all of the nonsense that could be attached to those conversations. Because I made a mistake and said something mess. I said, oh, I wish I could just find me just old, young, crazy. No, what I say? I said, oh, I wish I could just find me a little friend. I can just da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, he showed up. I ain't ready. He showed up. I ain't ready. I'm too tired and I'm too sleepy. So be careful what you out here manifesting. Be careful what you out here talking about. Be careful what you out here doing, because it can get done and it'll happen for you. But yeah, that's a conversation that we're having for next month. Definitely, we are accepting all levels of advertising, brand content. If you're looking to market your business or be a guest on my show, if you have a conversation that you want to talk about and that you think needs to be talked about, definitely tap into me. You can send me a DM or an instant message, or you can hit me up on the 702-551-5261 line here at the radio if you like to call in on the show. And if you want to interview, guess what? You don't have to sit in here. We do create links, or it could just be a phone interview. But I don't know how long that phone interview thing can last. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, because I know a lot of people wanted to have conversations. I had a few people come to me talking also about a touchy topic, and I wanted to bring it to the end. You know, just soul ties, and it comes to loss of children, you know, whether that was intentionally, if it was voluntarily, involuntary, or, you know, we definitely want to just give our hearts to you and just let you know that you are still loved. Only God can judge you, you know, but there is a lot of trauma with the loss of a child, especially when we take that abortion route. Everybody is not ready for that conversation. Everybody is not ready to face that, just face that trauma, you know, but there's healing in transparency. There's definitely healing in transparency. You know, that soul tie that comes with the loss of a child, especially if it's a miscarriage, you know, and people try to denounce that whole abortion thing, or you was only 5 weeks pregnant, you didn't know the baby. No, well, hold on. How are you going to tell somebody else how they process in life? So if you are, like I said, soul tied to the loss of a child and you haven't yet found a way to heal from that, I would definitely love to have a personal conversation with you and refer you out to some of the resources that I have, because this is real, you know, especially in the age bracket that I meet women. I meet a lot of hyper successful women in their 40s and 50s and some 30s who have not had the opportunity to mother a child, but they've been pregnant before. And some of them, like my one friend, she was like, I think I'm cursed because, and I'm just like, hold on. You almost may be, you know, be careful what you're saying intentionally, like, you know, and putting in the universe. Just deal with the trauma of it, you know, go back. You can't erase it, but you definitely, we just taught to heal, not deal. But now it's like you can't deal with it through a prescription. So that's just such a tricky subject. But like I said, wherever you at in that process, I can maybe refer you out. I have a plethora of friends that are gynecologists, that are therapists, that do things holistically. I know some Asian medicine doctors. And guess what? My friend Kathy, now y'all may think this is crazy, but I had one, and I'm going to make sure she tap into this. I'm going to send her this show. She was struggling having babies. I told Kathy, exclusive ends, Catherine Hyatt, hey, she said she was a prophetess. I said, pray over her womb, heal her. I'm telling y'all, that girl had twins. Now, I don't know, but Kathy said, and she did it to another girl, which made me think about now what's the name twins is probably like 10 or 12 years old now. And this girl had been miscarrying. So, and then she ended up having babies. And she came to me and told me, like, hey, once your friend prayed over my stomach, I can't believe I had twins. And guess what, guys? She had a boy and a girl. It's just crazy because I just saw them. They just celebrated a birthday not too long ago. But then she prayed over somebody else's womb. And she didn't want her womb prayed over because she was like, her trying to live her best life. And she got pregnant too. And she was heated. Like, who told her to pray over my womb? So, you just never know. Like I said, give it to God. Definitely do what you can for yourself. Self-care. Heal your mind, because sometimes our mind can diminish anything that's going on with our bodies, because it's all cellular. It's called food for thought. That food for thought can constipate you. So just make sure you're nourishing yourself with healthy information. There are resources out here for you. If you are suffering from any level of depression, anxiety, or you definitely are looking for an avenue or someone to talk to, definitely tap into us. Everybody here at this station has resources. If drop that therapy resource in there too, as far, remember that black girl therapy? Yeah. In the box, because this whole entire conversation is real. There's a lot of people, everything I've been talking about, nobody knows. It's so crazy because I think they do. They be like, what's a soul tie? What's a yoni? So the fact that we think people know things and they really don't, is even more of a reason to keep having conversations with other people outside of the circle. So if you do have any level of education or knowledge, you can pass it on and be an asset to someone, or not sound redundant to somebody who's heard you over and over again, but you keep repeating yourself because apparently you think they're not listening, but maybe they're not ready, So we have to learn to leave people where they at. And that was the therapy. I was like, what? What just happened? What is it? Not food for thought causing. Yes, food for thought. Because you thinking it, your stomach is hurting. No. Yes. Hey, shout out to Nina Bailey, Maven, Housing. That's my girl. Nina, make sure you drop your information in the line. Hey, ladies, if you are coming out of a relationship, you're looking to do something with your alimony, child support check, beside buy purses, bags, and weaves. Guess what? She got a whole structured plan to help you be a fourplex owner. Drop that information in there for Nina. Also, shout out to Grow Nevada. Reach out. There's all kind of resources here in this city. If you need any level of help on any level of business, went to a really, really outstanding workshop there, and I have more coming up. So, yeah, hey, I'm here. The gate is not to be kept shut here. I'm not the gatekeeper. I'm definitely going to give you all the information that I have and all the resources. I am your girl. I am the naked truth. This is Miss Connie, LV, on all platforms. And every Wednesday at 5 p.m., you can catch me right here. And guess what? I'm telling my story, and I could tell yours. All you got to do is reach out. I'll send you a little packet and we can get this ball rolling. But until next week, okay, take care of yourself, okay, and make sure you stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, baby. It's getting sticky out here. It's your girl, Miss Connie. Good night.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot 7025fm.com.